Start your week with a triple shot of good vibes. This is the Project Joy podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thanks for joining me. Good Monday morning, everybody, and happy December 20th. We are how many days till Christmas? Too few days till Christmas, everybody. And I say this every year. It was made official when I went back to read my end of the year blogs from the last several years. Every year I say the same damn thing. Where has the time gone? How has this year gone by so quickly? And I can't believe we are at the end of the year already. Craziness, but we can't get to the end of the year because first we have to have Christmas on Saturday. I am super excited because Christmas is my jam. And I am disappointed in myself that I did not dig out my Santa hat for you guys today. I had to refrain. I'm in a very silly mood this morning and had to refrain from breaking out into some tag team rap for you this morning, circa 90s. And I'm disappointed that I didn't do that either. I'm just a disappointment this morning. I want to say good morning to some of the people that are joining us. So if you are joining us live, comment down below, say where you're joining us from, and of course, what's bringing you joy today. And we're going to have some holiday fun this morning. And I also want to remind you, I would love for you to come on and share in the holiday joy with us because we are going to have fun. Last week on Project Joy, if you did not see that episode, folks, you are missing out because we learned Icelandic and we learned about the 13 Yule lads in Iceland. These are naughty Santas, including the sausage swiper. Do you guys remember that? The sausage swiper we talked. And so I did my research and Eyvinder was not joking. I thought he was joking and he made it up himself. He was not. I found the information online and you can actually see the pictures of these disgusting little Santa Claus. If you go to this website, I'm going to have to share it with you. Anyway, all that coming up and more. I want to share in the holidays with you guys. So remind you to go to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to come on live with us today and share in the holiday joy, people. Share in the holiday joy with us. What's bringing me joy today? Well, it has been a hell of a week. People. I will keep some things private here, but after the show last week, we got some news that was very disappointing and is sure to serve up some very delicious chocolate covered Christmas karma to the people that need that. And so I continue though to see my own growth, and my joy this morning is really celebrating that of my own growth of going, look, news like we got would have knocked me on my ass before. I would have been just done, upset, crying somewhere in a corner, not able to come back from it. But it really has been such a cool experience now when things like that happen to go, what a great opportunity for me to practice what I preach and look for that joy when it seems like it's not possible and all that good stuff. So I am celebrating that joy this morning of how far I've come and recognizing that in myself. So let me go to the comments really quickly, and then we're going to take a break and then, of course, have some fantastic people on who I see are wearing Santa hats in the background because I failed. I failed in wearing my Santa hat, but I know you people are going to help me out here this morning. Speaking of the Santa hat, Heather Clark is in the comments, and she's also backstage, so stay tuned. Good morning, my old college buddy, Alabama himself, Frank Daniels here this morning. Miss Queen Bee is in the building. Good morning, Queen Bee. How are you? Queen Bee, if you don't click that link and come on here this morning, I'm going to be upset and offended because I want you to come say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and all of that stuff. Go to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button, lady. Thank you. Good morning, my hubby from the other room. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Frank is here. Oh, your daughter. Yes, Saxon brings me joy as well. And the story of little Saxon is so sweet and she's amazing. So say hi to Saxon for us this morning. Queen Bee is joining us from the FL this morning Florida. Judith is here this morning and must go to Iceland. I feel the need as well. And I'm going to tell you why, because while the sausage swiper is a crazy, creepy Santa, as well as the nose sniffer and some of these other weird ones that you can be arrested for here in the United States, there's a couple Santas that I feel like I need in my life. I'm just putting that out there. Frank says the stock market is up. So how about that, people, this morning? Is that what's bringing you joy today, other than Sachs and Frank? Is that the stock market is up? I admit I don't really pay attention. So I guess I don't know. But listen, we need to start this off. We're going to do some holiday love this morning. I would love to have everybody joining us, at least if not today, the next couple of weeks, to join us on Project Joy before the end of the year. Go to projectjoypodcast.com, click the join live button to come on next segment and share some love with us. But we are going to first get in the holiday spirit with some Christmas Wish by Kevin Kiley, and then we'll be right back to talk about the sausage swiper. Here we go.
Pick my head off the pillow, see the snow out the window, but that's not what I'm smiling for this year. Normally it's the movies that fill me with cheer. To my surprise, I ended up right here. I wouldn't even care at all if my stocking was filled up with coal. I wouldn't even care at all if the reindeer, they just didn't show. 'Cause all I really want this year is fast asleep, curled up right here in this moment. I have everything, no more need for mistletoe, 'cause baby, we've been Eskimos a few times. It just feels right, 'cause this Christmas all I want is you. All I need is you. All I ever wanted was you. 'Cause this Christmas all I want is you. All I need is you. All I ever wanted was you. Always swore that we wouldn't end up where we are now, but sure enough, you let me wear you down. Anyhow, I reminisce on how I wish to feel your lips pushed up against mine. But now we kiss on my word, wish my Christmas list is just a freeze time. 'Cause all I really want this year is fast asleep, curled up right here in this moment. I have everything, no more need for mistletoe, 'cause baby, we've been Eskimos a few times. It just feels right, 'cause this Christmas all I want is you. All I need is you. All I ever wanted was you. 'Cause this Christmas all I want is you. All I need is you. All I ever wanted was you. Asleep, curled up right here in this moment. I have everything, no more need for mistletoe, 'cause baby, we've been Eskimos a few times. It just feels right, 'cause this Christmas all I want is you. All I need is you. All I ever wanted was you. 'Cause this Christmas all I want is you. All I need is you. All I ever wanted was you. 'Cause all I really want this year is fast asleep, curled up right here in this moment. I have everything, no more need for mistletoe, 'cause baby, we've been Eskimos a few times. It just feels right.
All I want for Christmas is everybody to head over and find Kevin Kiley on your favorite streaming music platform and play Christmas Wish over and over and over. Add it to your playlist, people. Click the button, heart it, and add it to your playlist. You can also find that fabulous lyric video on YouTube. So check out Kevin Kiley Music everywhere you stream music. And let's send Kevin Kiley some Christmas wish magic this morning. I have some guests here joining us behind the scenes, and we want to say hello. We want to say Merry Christmas, and we want to share in the holiday joy with people. So make sure you go to Project Joy Podcast, click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air today. Coming up first today, we have a veteran, aged like fine wine through the Breakthrough Show Network. My friend and yours, Miss Heather Clark, is here this morning.
Did you just call me aged? No.
Fine wine. I'll take the wine. Who said wine?
Here. I got one for you. Hang on. Let me put it on.
Thank you.
There you go.
I feel crowned, knighted, or something. I listen. So I have a question for you this morning.
Yes.
I was watching another program this morning. By the way, shout out to Adam and the Mental Health Warrior Show. They're doing a great job over in the UK, bringing awareness to end of the stigma of mental health issues. And so shout out to them this morning. I think Adam is actually live right now too to share about something, but obviously I'm here with you people this morning. But they were talking about over in the UK how apparently the Queen goes live at 3:00 on Christmas, and they gather around the TV, and everybody watches the Queen on Christmas. Now, because Canada is attached to, is this something that people in Canada do as well? Do you watch the Queen on Christmas Day?
I don't personally, because I never knew that was a thing, but that is very cool. And I might this year because that's pretty freaking cool.
Well, and they pointed out, not so fun like that, she hadn't been doing well, I guess, in recent days, and they said, there might not be many Christmases left that she's going live and doing this thing, but apparently it's something she's always done. And I don't know what kind. I'm sure it's a message of hope and goodwill and peace, and it's an uplifting message of some kind, I'm sure. But I'm just wondering if it was as big of a deal in Canada as it is
not for me, but there are other people that maybe it is a bigger deal. But usually for us and stuff like that, it's a Christmas morning. Listen, is not usually a quiet, calm time. It has been for the past couple of years because the kids have been with Dad Christmas morning, and then come with me Christmas evening, afternoon, whatever. But it is definitely, that would be definitely something very cool to be able to watch. And well, like you said, because she doesn't have many left.
You know what we need here in the United States to complement, or we need Betty White to go live on Christmas.
Yes.
Can someone please, for the love of God, start a petition for that? I see your petitions for everything else. No, everybody's tired of the other stuff. Petition for Betty White to go live on Christmas. Amen. It needs to happen. Angelique is here this morning. Not Angelic. Angelique is here this morning. My angelic friend. Good morning, Angelique. It's good to see your smiling face. Where is Mr. Jackson this morning, ma'am? That's my question. Where is your husband? Is he still asleep? Would you like to rat him out today? You get a free one today. So listen, Ivinder was on last week and we were talking about Christmas traditions, and he was telling us about the 12 Yule lads in Iceland. Okay. By the way, you guys can go to Smithsonian. You know what? Actually, I'm going to bring this on screen for you people because
you can.
Because you're welcome. That's why. Because you have to see these pictures. Okay. Do you see how creepy they are? Heather, they're walking around with their tongues out here.
Oh, that's just what?
Let me see if I can close this ad. Here we go. Now you might be able to see a little bit at the bottom. Let me scroll up there we go. Okay.
Those are creepy.
Are
they children about that?
Well, and he's snoring hard, she says. You call him out, Miss Jackson. Call him out. So apparently in the late 1700s, the Icelandic government said that parents weren't allowed to tell the stories of and they were worse than this. They weren't allowed to tell their children these scary stories anymore. There's a cat involved here, a cat that comes and eats children who are not wearing new clothes. They eat poor people.
Who makes
Do you
do this?
My mind was blown last week when Ivinder came on here to talk about this, because I was like, you have got, because I know Ivinder. And I said, you're making this shit up. Like, for real. You are making this up. You're making this up. I don't believe you, sir. And no, it's a real thing. And I have to tell you, but I have to read through these 13 with you because
But why? Like, what is the purpose? Was it
was to make children behave, like kind of like how we, it's
behave?
so much.
Are you kidding me? That's causing trauma.
You'll get, listen, okay. I have to tell you about these 13 though, because while I am not down for some of these, there's a couple that I would like to personally adopt. Okay. So the first one is the sheepcoat clod. Now this is not okay. All right. He tries to suckle Yules in the farmer's sheep sheds. I don't know about that one. Then we have Gully Gawk. He steals foam from buckets of cow milk. We have Stubby. He's short and steals food from frying pans. Now, I'm not down for people stealing my food. Okay. I'm just trying to say, I don't care if you're Santa or Jesus Christ himself. Don't come steal my food from my frying pan. Okay. We have Spoon Licker. Guess what he does? He licks spoons. We have Pot Scraper, aka Pot Licker. Now, this is the one that I am good with. This one, I need a Pot Scraper in my house because he steals unwashed pots and licks them clean. Please,
but then does he give them back after so you can rinse them out? And
I'm gonna say he does in my head, just so I feel good about him stealing the pots. Okay, so then similarly. Now, I don't necessarily approve of this Santa, but I approve of the sentiment that is Santa. Okay. So he steals the food from under the bed. Back in the old days, and steals bowls of food from the under the bed. So I'm thinking to myself, why is there bowls of food under the bed?
Well, right? That's what I was about to say. I'm like, what's that all about?
It says, back in the old days, Icelanders used to sometimes store bowls of food there, convenient for midnight snacking. I now feel Icelandic in my heart.
You know what? My son must be too. He's just in his room right now.
Okay, we're going to get to the rest of these. Let me know if you guys have any favorites of these Icelandic Yule lads. And I want to bring on a new friend to join us for this conversation that we're having about joy and Christmas and holidays and all that fun stuff this morning. I met her recently through a networking event, and I just love her energy and everything she's doing in the world. So please welcome to the show, Miss Michelle is here this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. Really, really wonderful. How are the two of you?
Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Yes, nice to meet you as well.
I love this, bringing people together here this morning. So we've been talking about holiday traditions. Are you aware of these 13 Santas that they have in Iceland, Michelle?
I've been to Iceland, but I wasn't there during Christmas time, so no, I was there during summer.
So she was able to keep her pots, her pans, and all that stuff.
I'm glad to hear it, because you could have been literally killed by this black Christmas cat. I'm blown away by these traditions here. So we had we last stopped at the bowl liquor. So not so much about someone coming and licking my bowls, but the fact that they have food under their bed for midnight stacking. I am here for that. We have the door slammer. He stomps around and slams doors, keeping everyone awake. Don't like that one. We have and I don't know how to pronounce this. I wish Ivinder was on this morning so he should tell us. It's either skyr or skyr, how they pronounce yogurt in Iceland. But this skyr gobbler eats all the Icelandic yogurt. And then is the one we learned about last week, the sausage swiper. He steals sausages. That's all he does.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yes. And then we have the really creepy ones. We have the window peeper. He likes to creep outside windows and sometimes steal the stuff he sees inside. The door sniffer. He has a huge nose and an insatiable appetite for stolen baked goods.
What a mischievous bunch.
Yeah. The meat hook. He snatches up any meat left out, especially smoked lamb. Well, he would be in trouble in our house because we don't eat meat. So goodbye, meat hook. We don't have to worry about that one.
Same here.
And then the candle beggar. He steals candles, which used to be a very sought after item in Iceland. So those are the 13 or 12, how many? 13 naughty Santas in Iceland.
I'm so glad we have lovely Santas to counter them.
The elf on the shelf is nothing compared to that.
Yeah, but aren't we supposed to Santa has like hundreds of elves?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
A few more than that, but yes.
Oh, okay. Millions?
I'll have to ask my dad, since he is Santa after all. I've never asked my dad how many elves he has up there. If you guys remember, by the way, I'll refresh your memory. This is my dad. My dad is actually Santa. And so I will have to ask him. I wanted to have him come on this week, but as we know, Santa had a eye surgery recently, so he's not able to join us today. So Michelle, do you have any holiday traditions that have always been a part of your life?
Well, actually, as a child, we would always sit on Santa's lap at Macy's. So
at Macy's, even.
I even have a picture of it if you are patient enough for me to go get it.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Yes, we have to see that, because that's like, a picture out of Miracle on 34th Street.
That's awesome. That is fantastic.
Do you like that movie, Heather?
Not so much, actually. I know that sounds weird. It's just, there's just certain movies that like are Christmas movies, and I'm like, meh.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
Oh, that is adorable.
I'm the younger and the older is my sister.
That is beautiful.
So that we would do that. That was our tradition as a child.
I love that. And it's so I was telling Heather, it's like Miracle on 34th Street, because that's where that was. Do you like that movie, Michelle?
Sure.
Do you like the original movie, or do you like the remake that came out? And I think it was like 94. Have you seen the newer one? Yeah,
I think I have. But I'm not remembering so clearly
not partial to either one.
It's like just a part of my heritage. But as an adult, what I've been doing every weekend is going with another person to enjoy Rockefeller Center's tree. And we go and see the windows and the imaginations created. Just to quickly tell you, I'm in Manhattan, so Bergdorf Goodman has, and I can show you that as well. It's not just fashion, it's just creating a whole window of amazing intricacy and imagination. Let me just get there. It'll take 2 seconds.
Do you have big displays downtown Toronto, Heather, as well? Oh, there we go. Oh, look how pretty.
Oh, I'm sure we do. I
you see that? It's like there is a dress there, but then she is in a in an entire. There's several of them. Here's black and white dress. I don't know if you can see it. Oop. Sorry, don't know how to hold it closer.
Oh, whoa!
That's
crazy.
That?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There's more. This is more. Closer.
So many lights.
Closer? Is that better?
Yes, that's beautiful. Wow.
Okay, I think there's one more that I love. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what someone did.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Right? Can you see the dresses wherever?
Yeah.
But then there's this tree of
I was
animals.
the tree.
right? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's like I just, and the detail. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see it. It's just amazing what people created. I don't know.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I don't know. Go back but yeah, and then of course the and then Saks did something really interesting. I don't know if they're doing it everywhere. Saks
Mhm.
is. They went to children and said, "What would your best Christmas look like?" And some wanted it on the beach, some wanted it at an amusement park, and then they replicated it in the window.
Wow.
Oh, that's
So
so
they have the
cool.
children who had similar dreams of Christmas, and they posted them with their name, Mary J, or Tommy K, or whatever, and their age,
That's awesome.
and then they replicated it in the
Wow.
entire window, and I thought that was really creative. I
That's
thought,
beautiful. And there's a magic in New York City around Christmas time. My grandmother, when I was younger, because I grew up in Connecticut, so we're about 2 hours from New York City. And my grandmother took me to see the Rockettes when I was little. And to this day, I cry every time I see the Rockettes on TV because it reminds me of that magical, day that we spent in New York City with my grandma. Oh, there it is, Rockefeller Center.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Oh, the tree, so pretty. There's something magical about that. Let us know if there's any big thing traditions in your town where you live. My dad has answered the question. Grandpa Santa has said there is 850 elves
Well, see, and
exactly.
I thought there was millions. I was way
See?
off.
Way off, way off. He's on his phone here this morning. Santa is busy this time of year, people, so he's mobile today. And yes, Angelique is enjoying all of the pictures you have shared, Michelle, this morning. So you bringing people downtown and enjoying and I love that, enjoying with other people as well, and especially if they're experiencing something for the first time. I love kind of that childlike wonderment in their eyes when they're experiencing for the first time. Heather, do you have anything that is a big tradition that you are going to participate in this year?
Well, okay, so as we discovered the other day at coffee, that Canadians celebrate what's called Boxing Day.
Yes.
But my family, so years upon years ago, we used to always get together on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. But then when all of us younger generations started getting older and having like boyfriends or girlfriends or other places we wanted to go, our entire family decided, because we get Boxing Day off. Again, not something that the US or others do.
We do this year because it's Sunday.
Yeah, you do this year. Yes, exactly. Well, see, and that's what's funny is because Christmas and Boxing Day go on the Saturday, Sunday. We get the
I know
Monday,
you get
Friday
Monday
off.
too. What the heck?
Yes, so we get a 4-day weekend this coming weekend. But yeah, so for us, it was always our family said, you know what, forget it. Let's just do Boxing Day. You guys go to the other, the in-laws or the girlfriend boyfriend's houses for Christmas or Christmas Eve and everything like that. We'll do Boxing Day. And we've been doing that for, oh goodness, 30-ish years, maybe not quite 30
Wow.
years, but almost give or take about that. And what we started off with is we used to start, have a game that, everyone, however many people are in there, we'd have those numbers, and then everyone picked out a number, and then you got to pick a gift. And then if you didn't like that gift, somebody else you could steal, and then they could steal from you and all that fun stuff.
Now, see, last week on the show, we talked about that particular game. And here in the South, they call that Dirty Santa.
Oh, no, we just called it our Christmas game. And then we went from buying gifts to we actually started
People
playing
took
games.
that some kind of way last week.
Well, it depends on what the gift was.
True.
But yeah, so we went from there, and then we actually just said, you know what? We don't all need presents, whatever, etc. Let's just actually do a game. So what we did was we started doing a game where we split whoever came into two, and then and some of the games, so 2 people from the year before would have to create the game, and then they'd be the judges for that game, or the referees if we needed them. So it's been great. And then last year was our first time obviously doing it over Zoom. So yeah, so we'll see. I think we're again doing it this year because It's just, there's about 30 of us and we're like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun though. And I love how people have kind of adjusted their traditions to the world as it is the last
Oh, we
couple
still got
of
to play our
years.
game. Like we split
Yeah.
whoever came on Zoom. I was like, all right, this household and that household are on one team.
I love it. I love it. Have you know, Michelle, on the show before, we've talked about kind of adjusting traditions a little bit, maybe things that we did when we were younger that don't quite fit our lifestyle now, or you know, we're different people, or maybe we don't do things that way anymore. And so we've kept the same traditions, but adjusted them a little bit to kind of suit our lifestyle now. Do you have anything like that, Michelle?
Well, I would say, as you were saying, a tradition, and I think a lot of people have this, of going out to eat someplace special. But as I'm getting older, I said this to someone who, again, we went to the tree 2 weeks ago, and we went out to eat, and I said, instead of going out to eat and spending a lot of money, which it's crazy what it sometimes costs, I said, let's play something. Like, let's have an experience. And that's really, to be honest with you, more of what I want to do, right? I mean, even if it's taking a pottery class and creating a bowl, or it could be just anything. So I'll just say I'm going to be asking more and more people to eat less and play more.
I could listen, my health coach would approve of that message. Allison, if you're listening, see, I'm being good here. I have the good people on the show. It's interesting because as I think back, like I think about that too, where it's kind of like we ate and ate and ate and ate and ate, and then we just sat there and let it, because we couldn't move after that. It was good food after all. Granny was in the kitchen all day, and it was good times. But it's also like I've had to ask myself, is that in alignment with the kind of life that I want now? And as I'm really uber focused on my health the last couple of years and how I want to feel. Do I want to sit there and literally be sick for 3 days to enjoy a momentary meal, And so I think it's great to ask ourselves those questions, do the traditions that we've always had serve us now, and how can we change them to, it's still a tradition, but to make it something new. Dad says he's going to have Chinese food, but making it at home so we know what's in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, I didn't really suggest this for health reasons. Because actually, she and I are quite healthy eaters and livers. It was just to have more fun in life.
Right.
Right. Just to play more. I think as adults, yes, we seriously sit around a table and discuss whatever, and it's not so much play, and sometimes it could be, frustrating conversations.
Right.
But to create, as you were talking, Heather, games, whether it be live or over Zoom, I think, for anyone who's listening and might have family members who don't align with them politically, forget about talking about it and create a game. Just create a game. I think that might bring people together.
Yeah, I will agree with that 100%. And we had that whole series, you guys, by the way. If you go back a couple months ago, we did a 10-part series on bringing more play into our lives. And we had so much fun with that, because as adults, like we talked a lot about that during the series, whereas kids, our parents had to tell us, get out and don't come in until the lights come on. Go play, go play, go play. Well, nobody's telling us to go play now. We have to choose to go play, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I hear just one game, just to get a new idea for a play?
She needs a game idea. Heather, go.
And go. Okay, so one of the games actually was really funny. It was one of the more recent ones. So we would have paper plates on the top of our head, and the other person would also have it on. And then all of a sudden, they had, I think it was like 1 minute or 30 seconds. I can't remember which one. And you had to write or draw what that was on top of your head. So if you had Santa, you had to draw Santa without actually being able to look at it, and your team couldn't look at it. And then you took it off, and the judges had to judge which one was the best one.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yeah,
I
and
love
then
that.
yeah, it was awesome. And then we've had like reindeer horn or reindeer antlers, and we had rings to toss. And if you got it on, then you got a certain point. And yeah, so we had teams against each other, and we had like there's always competition because my family's competitive. But yeah, no, there were so many games that we've played over the years that it's amazing, and it's great because every year is a different game.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's made up by, or it's thought about or researched about by the two people from the year before to do it the next year. So
Right.
it's fantastic.
And so, Jessica, I'll ask you to share one game that you said you did several weeks ago. Was there one that comes to mind from that list?
Well, we did a whole series about joy on the show, and we talked about a lot of different things, and everything from going and getting new games to bringing out old ones. And one of the things that we're going to do this year, I'm going to play kickball with my kids, because I had this whole memory of how much I loved playing kickball in school. And I am not a sports person. You people know, if you see me running, you run too, because something big is behind me. There's no, I'm not a real sporty kind of person, and or exercise in general, but I had this whole memory of how much I loved playing kickball in school. So I told the kids, I said, on Christmas, we are going to go play kickball outside. So I'm excited to bring the nostalgia back. It might be, I hope that I don't end up in the ER.
We hope that too, Jess. We hope that too.
Anne Marie is here this morning. Anne Marie, it's good to see you. Let us know how you're feeling. My friend Anne Marie was under the weather a few weeks ago, and I hope you are doing well and coming back from all of that. My friend, it's good to see your face. So what is your favorite holiday dessert, Heather?
And just before, if I can, I love football also because I wasn't that good at baseball, hitting the ball, but kicking the ball, I was.
Yes.
Right? We could do that.
That's right, Michelle. That's exactly.
I just want to give a rah-rah to kickball for those who weren't able to necessarily land the bat on the ball. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Just a little.
So favorite holiday dessert, Heather?
I don't know. I don't really eat dessert on the holidays. That's the thing. Like
that's because we're not neighbors yet.
That's and that's it. I don't have a Nina to cook me or a Jessica to cook me any vegan desserts, and usually the desserts aren't so vegan, so they go to the kids.
That's right.
But I would have to say, when I was a kid, we used to do apple pie with cheese, melted cheese on top.
I don't understand this.
Listen, okay, there's a saying: pie without the cheese is like a hug without the squeeze.
Oh,
there's a saying.
That's sad.
There is a saying. So yes, we did apple pie, warm apple pie. My grandmother used to make it from scratch, like dough, the whole 9 yards, apples cut up, all that fun stuff, and then we would put cheese on it. It was so good.
I've heard this. I don't understand it, but I've heard it.
I've heard this. I don't understand it, but I've heard it.
Which, I mean, I'm thinking, is it cheddar? Is it y'all?
It's usually cheddar, like an old cheddar, like it has a little bit of sharp to it, but to go with the sweetness of the apple pie, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
Jessica's
still struggling. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying.
Okay. And
so hard.
This is not. Oh yeah. See.
Apparently, my great grandma used to say that, or my grandma used to say that.
Listen, her and I, man, we're.
Philip, you be quiet in the other room over there, sir.
Thank you, fellow Canadian. Yes.
Anne Marie likes cookies. Cookies is her favorite. What is your favorite holiday dessert, Michelle? Cookies?
I was going to say cookies as well. There's so many wonderful. I mean, whether they're really buttery, like you just kind of go, your whole mouth just goes crazy. Pumpkin pie. Oh, that's my birthday cake actually, since I'm born in October. So I've been eating pumpkins since October.
Dad says it has to be sharp cheddar. Must be sharp cheddar on the app. Dad, I'm surprised by you right now. I'm surprised. I'm having a moment here.
You know what? You got to leave Jessica. Now you and the kids need to leave Santa apple pie with sharp cheddar on it and just.
You are talking to someone who prefers the separator plates. You understand? All right. So do you have a favorite cookie, Michelle, or just cookies in general?
I would really, I think they're called like wedding cookies because they're like those, and then they have a little bit of powdered sugar on them. But I also love, with nuts, or there's that group of cookies that have lots of nuts on them. There's a whole variety, right? Or those with not figs. That's not right. I'm not really remembering them. Probably nuts and butter. I'll go with those two types of cookies as probably my favorite.
Good. I had one of those.
It's called a Greek wedding cookie.
Oh, okay. Yes. And listen, people are drooling out here in the comments, and Dad says he's making allergy-free vegan fudge for Sean to take to work. That's awesome, because my brothers are both doing they had allergy tests and were basically allergic to everything, and so now they've been doing a lot of adjustments and stuff, and that's awesome that Dad's gonna make that, and I will take some too. You know where I live, Dad.
She's like, it's vegan allergy. Yes.
My granny always made cannolis, first of all, because you're not Italian without a cannoli on Christmas. And then she also made something called calla lilies, and it was like this. She used to make them on this little, almost like a really light and fluffy kind of thinner, though, like a pancake, and then it would fold over and make like a cone shape, and it's filled with whipped cream and topped with powdered sugar. It was the most delicious thing. My granny used to make the calla lilies. And then what we love to make, our favorite Christmas cookie, is the Italian 7-layer cookie, the red, white, and green cookie with the chocolate. And oh Lord, we're all hungry now.
So where do you live? I mean, now I'm coming to your house, Jessica. Remind me, where are you located?
I am in North Alabama. We're right near the Tennessee border, but I have a plan I've got to get back up to home to Connecticut soon. So when I do that, I'm coming through New York to see all my New York friends.
Oh, good.
For sure. And I will bring food now that I know. I will bring food. So everybody's hungry out there. So my next question for you guys is, do you have a favorite Christmas carol or Christmas song?
I don't know if I actually have a favorite one. I think I like the more upbeat ones, like the rocking around the Christmas tree, like something that gets you moving and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd have to say that one then.
Okay, that's a good one. What about you, Michelle? She's pondering it, thinking it over.
I would say there's no favorite. It's almost like when someone says, "What's your favorite country?" And I also, that we travel to, and I kind of still go like that too, because there are just so many. But it's just, honestly, I know people have said, "Oh, they're stressed and they're hassled," and I have to say, I think it's such a beautiful season. I mean, it really is, right? I mean, it's just joyous and celebratory and appreciation, I think. So for me, that combination, is really special.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, see, I got to go with Dad on this one. It's Dominic the Donkey. It's Dominic.
Oh my goodness.
What's Dom? Is that the song? Dominic?
Yes.
Oh
my gosh. I wish I could play it on here without getting in trouble and having my video taken down.
And therefore you know that you cannot.
Okay, I don't know this song.
It's so good. It's the Italian Christmas donkey. And it's adorable. It's an adorable song. You must listen to that. Anne-Marie loves the traditional Silent Night. That's a beautiful song as well. I've got to go with White Christmas. I say this every single year because I love the movie. I love the song. I love everything about White Christmas. And all of the songs from that movie. I was just singing Snow yesterday. With my kids, and I love everything from that movie. But I also love the scene from Meet Me in St. Louis where Judy Garland sings "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." That scene, and she's in the red dress and it's snowing, and that's a good one. That's That's a good one. I'm having moments here for different reasons this morning. First, cheese on pie, and now have yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Mandy Atterbury is here this morning from across the pond. Good morning, Miss Mandy. It's good to see you this morning. Let us know if you guys have a favorite Christmas dessert and or a favorite Christmas song. What about a movie? I know, Heather, you were talking about not being a huge fan of Miracle on 34th Street, but is there another Christmas movie that sticks out to you?
Well, I just love the Jim Carrey Grinch. I know everyone's like, that's not whatever, but I just do. I like those upbeat ones. I like the ones that are just not your typical. And the Grinch, well, and obviously we grew up with the Grinch as a book. So, or at least I did anyways. So I love it. And I love Jim Carrey too. Like that is my, I can't not like that one.
Right. You are talking about It's a Wonderful Life. Anne Marie, that's the one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets her wings.
Gets her wings.
Yeah. Dad is agreeing with me with the White Christmas. Mandy likes Scrooge. Do you have a favorite, Michelle?
I don't. I'm sorry.
No favorite?
I don't have a favorite. I'm sorry. I love them. And I mean, although you saw me respond to, every time you hear the bell ring, but those moments, those little suggestions are precious.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of different ones for so many different reasons. I think the reason White Christmas is really special to me is the military aspect of it. I have many military friends and family members, and so that part always has me remember how many people are not home for Christmas every year, and to be thankful for that. And as well as my dad's service, 23 years, Dad, right? In the Navy. Yes. If I'm remembering correctly. And also that was the movie that my grandparents and I would watch all the time, and just, brings back many memories of them, of the holiday season. So, but there's a lot of, like, my kids love Elf. Hysterical, that one. 20 years, Dad correcting me. I was trying to give you 3 more, Dad. I was trying to give you 3 more. And we like Elf, and then they, of course, like, Home Alone. We just got done watching all 3 of the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. Those ones are very funny. And so they like all like the really funny ones where I could just geek out, I think, on the old musicals and be okay with all of those different tastes, and that's all right. So does anybody have any big plans for the rest of the week? Are you taking the week off, Michelle, or are you working right up until?
No, I mean, this week will be the last, I think, of, being on some podcast. Again, tomorrow's a TV interview, which will be fun. But I think I'll, after that, just say, okay, time to hibernate, which is why I love the winter.
Yeah.
Especially, well, I get a little tired of it, of course, by February, March. But now it's like, okay, let's hibernate. And for that reason, I love the seasons, and I love the cold as well. As a child, not so much, but now I do.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
Just a chance to go in, right, and explore, and plan and envision. What a gift!
Yes, absolutely. All right, Heather, are you working right up until, or are we you're working right up till? I see. Well, I knew this about you, Miss Virgo.
Well, not only that, but everyone wants their deliveries, and everyone wants, the logistics doesn't stop until like I said, we have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I got those days off. Those are the days that we're celebrating with the kids and all that stuff. And then my sister and her family will be seeing them for outdoor activities. Like we're doing an outdoor lighting as well, but that's at the nighttime on the 22nd. So, but the phone will still be with me. Let's be honest.
Nice. And we will see each other on Boxing Day for Saturday morning coffee.
Yes.
In the morning.
Yes, we will.
Yes. It'll be great. And so, I think I've got some stuff to do this week, but then, we'll be relaxing, and my husband is home this year for Christmas. So that is good, to enjoy together, and thankful for that time together, because time is something that you just can't get back. And so I'm grateful most of all for that and having that time together. So Michelle, I would love you to tell everybody, since you're new here on the Project Joy this morning. Tell everybody about what you do and where they can find you on social.
Oh, okay. Let's see what I do.
Depends on the day, Michelle. Depends on the day.
Well, I mean, that's funny what's coming to my head to say. So, I mean, what I would say, I'll go from big to small. So the big is, since we're talking about all of these holidays, is to unite our human family. I think it's time, for us to begin to either break through the divisions, of whether it be nationality or religion or gender or what have you, or any orientation whatsoever. And I'm just excited, about as much as we have challenges before us, which for me, as Jessica kind of knows, those are the challenges in our life are what help us really see what we're made of. It's being on that roller coaster, right? And going higher and higher and higher, and knowing, it's soon going to go, whoa, down. And can you, just enjoy that part of the journey as well. So that's the big picture for me, to help us no longer just want that narrow, everything is lovely and looking perfect, and broaden it to embrace literally everything, and have the magic of, I'll say, those darker times to have really, special meaning.
Absolutely.
Right. And then on a practical level, given I think some of us might know in the business world, a lot of people are leaving their job. It's called the Great Resignation, because people are just saying, this as a great result of COVID, yes, challenging, but gave some people the insight, I need to move on, or
Right.
need to change this or that in my life. And so to help businesses really take people, instead of it being, an annoyance or a difficulty or a liability, to being an asset, right?
Mhm.
Let's go back. Let's help each other really bring out the best in each other, right? And really see the gifts. And that's how I feel when someone can help me be the best that I can be, and right, receive my gift. It's like, oh,
Yes.
So that's when I'm helping CEOs and corporations do more and more, because I think that's what will enable us all to not just survive but thrive.
Right. I love that. And you have the 4 P's, the pillars,
Thank you.
people, purpose, passion, and profit. Did I remember that correctly?
You have to add the planet. So
Planet.
yeah, right. Because profit, we all know a business needs, and that's fine. So instead of only 1 P, which has been traditional for a while,
Yes.
right, to add people, planet, and purpose. So we've got profit, people, planet, and purpose.
I was so close. So
You were.
close.
Add Mother Earth in there, Jessica. We need her. We need her.
I love that. I love that. And then of course you guys and people can find you on like LinkedIn,
On LinkedIn,
and
absolutely. Everything there. Please be happy to chat with you on LinkedIn. That's really easy.
absolutely. All right. And then Miss Heather, you can listen. She's on so many episodes of the Breakthrough Show. If you go to Heather's page on the Breakthrough Show website, every like 852 episodes.
Okay, it wasn't that many.
a lot though. And Project Joy and then of course, Heather is also part of our community, which you can go to. We have a Discord community. You can go to bit.ly/Discord breakthrough. And when you support the network, we have a Soul Saturday morning coffee that we do every Saturday morning. And Heather loves to show her smiling face on there and share funny stories and goodness with us on Saturday mornings. But Sunday this week, because
I was gonna say it is Sunday because I was gonna say Christmas falls on the Saturday. Yep.
So
I'll just offer one other thing real quick. So I'm back to doing once a month. It's called Healing Conversations.
Oh, good.
All right. And because obviously not only neighbors, but sometimes in families, it's contentious to join. It's free. It's 1 hour. It's actually going to be this Wednesday. It's going to be this Wednesday at around 11 Eastern time, wherever, I don't know where everyone is, and just learn how to, hold a conversation, listen, ask questions as opposed to have assumptions about what someone's saying, just to totally shift, our ability to, build connection and a better, I think a more enjoyable holiday season. Oh, well,
Absolutely.
even beyond that, right? So come and join us. Come and join us as well.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, we'll be looking for that, Michelle. And thank you, Miss Clark and Michelle, for joining us this morning for Project Joy. And I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And thank you for sharing in the joy with me today.
And thank you. Jessica. You're a wonderful host, of course.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break and be right back after this. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today, wherever you are in the world. And I want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And I will see you guys next Monday. We're going to be talking all things New Year, because the New Year is coming up the next weekend. And then beginning on January 3rd, you're going to find Project Joy, not just Mondays, but Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time, to start every day, not just your week, but every day, with a triple shot of good vibes. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I will see you guys next week for an all-new Project Joy Live. Have a great one, everybody. See you next time. Bye. You've been listening to the Project Joy podcast with your host, Jessica Dugas. We'll see you again next Monday and every Monday for another episode to start your week off right.